Now when you offset, you may want to check, because that's the design, that's not the offset. When you offset this, I'm going to go take a look at this too. I want to see how many dots are in there. I don't like that. That would bug me because my machine's going to be suffering right here. Over here it's okay, but it's going to be suffering right there. So just click that, see? And now my machine's gonna go near, and it's not gonna suffer. Like that's what I just think they're suffering. But so from that, oh, see the S? Now to get to the S, you go here. See this? I don't know what these are. It's called endpoints. So this button called endpoints. Click it, and then the endpoints has its own menu. Oops, they're right there, and they're all here. So just go there. One day I sat there with an image like this, and I just was going dup, 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 dup. That's the way I learned. And I just sat there and I pushed every single button, and I was like, ooh.
Okay, I was just trying to do something over there because I want to make stickers for my planner for work, for like managing meetings and stuff. How do you fill in the letters? When I did it, it was
Fill in the letters. So like a word.
Yeah.
Okay, so like.
Yeah. See how it's like that? I couldn't remember how to do it.
Sparkle. Okay, so you have sparkle. That's going to actually cut that, just like that. I wouldn't cut that like that. So what I would do is you go to this fill color.
Yeah.
Okay, just hit fill.
And so I
You can actually put a pattern on there
So I
if you
have
want
this
it to be
church that
patterned.
has like the
Oh, okay. I was clicking
Yeah, so
everything
if I
but that
wanted-
one.
If I wanted to look
I
like
think is the
wood,
very first person that
whatever, you know.
has just totally completely understood me.
It's actually going to cut, so everywhere it's red, so if you go to, if I go to my cut,
I'm sorry, I can't see red very well from here.
okay, can you see red there?
I think it's
So it's going to cut everything that's red.
but
What
it's
if I wanted to make it one
Church of
sticker?
God in Christ project.
Okay, then if you do one sticker, you're going to want to outline this. So
It would
what
be
you're going to
like a
want to do
Baptist church
first
that I don't
is
know
group
if it
is your, well, it's already
But it's
grouped.
Christian.
What you're going to want to do first is take away the red line. So right now, see how this one is like selected there? You're going to want to take that off. So see, it just took off the red line. Okay, maybe I want a black line because I can't see it. So I want a black line, but it's too faded. So I'm gonna make it a little darker. So now I have a black outline. It's not gonna cut that. So what I do is, you go to offset, you click what you want to offset, you offset that. But see, if it made it black here, let me go back. That's okay. What you do is you come back to the line, turn it back to red. It's gonna cut everything that's red, but I don't want it to cut like that. I want it to cut more like, although that's pretty, but I want it to be more like a square. So what you do, but you want a little bit of the design, what you do instead, let me just take off this black line. You go to your offset, you click offset, but I don't want all those, like that line there, I don't want it to cut there. Just go up on your offset. See how that's blowing it up the balloon a little bit? I want it more like, I kind of like that shape. I like this, I like this, I like this.
Oh.
Okay, but it's too far from the letters, right? But it's nice. So what you do is you have it like that. Now after you have it this way, you like the way it looks on the outside, do an internal offset. Now it's getting closer to the letter, but it's retaining its shape. You see that? Internal one more time, but now it's too close. So just go down, you can adjust it here. Okay, that's good. And so then what I want to do is I want to take away these extra cut lines. And now that's the way it's going to cut it. You see what I'm saying? So it didn't go all the way down in here because maybe when you pull the sticker, it's going to grip there. So this is kind of the way I want it. And that's not a really good color.
It's like my oldest.
Black there.
My
So
oldest,
so the red is where it's going to cut.
about her godmother.
Awesome.
Just like that.
And you're recording this?
And knowledge and
You're recording this?
Oh.
So you're gonna text it to me.
Okay.
it's just something
All right. So that's that. Anything
very
else?
different.
Anybody have questions on anything else?
I think
The
your
youngest,
iPad
maybe not so.
Oh.
It's just
Oh, thank you.
And
Yeah.
what if you like make a box like with the God line, yeah, and then
she carries a
just
Bible.
fill that with the fill button? Is that it?
That's it. So select this, but yeah, okay. Now remember, this is your cut line. Okay, so I'm doing a cut line here. I'm doing a box,
Tuesdays and then I have
but
Thursday. Okay.
Like, but the box is empty.
Yeah, the box is empty, that's fine. You go in, and I want to fill it with a really pretty pattern. Say I want to fill it with this. This is really pretty to me. Okay, if I did that, that's fine. It would cut right there. But if my machine is off a little bit, instead of getting that perfect box, I might get a little bit of white.
There's something going on.
So what I want to do is I want to make it so that
I have him
it
pulling me to
cuts,
go.
you're going to
And it
offset
hadn't been for a while.
that much.
But yeah.
But I don't want to cut
And that
that
pastor
line.
is-
I just want to cut that
God
pretty
had
box.
revealed him to me
So what I
before
do is I turn off, after I put the offset,
And he said
You
the
want
same
to-
thing that God prepared him.
go to that line,
that
sorry, go to the color,
we met, he
turn
would
off
know
that
that
line.
he's
So
to
the
help
line
me
is
when-
gone now, but that box is still there.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
God
so
had
now I'm going to
said
go
that he's
back
he's
to
spiritual father.
my pattern.
So
No, you're gonna fill the outer box.
Yeah, now I'm gonna fill the outer box with that same pattern. I'm gonna take this, now I'm inside the cut box. I'm gonna actually take that one out. So now what it's gonna do, it's gonna print that whole thing, but it's only gonna cut inside this line, so that what happens is when you do send it, when you peel it off, you're gonna have you're gonna have that
Just in
color.
case it-
Just in case it's off a little bit. It's okay if it's off a little bit because you still have that.
Very smart.
That's smart, yeah. Yeah, because if you do it the other way, which a lot of people do, but if it's off just a little bit, then you wasted a whole.
And it's already a noob.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Oh, here's the, okay, always, okay, so here's another thing. When I do stickers, sometimes I'll have, I don't know if I grabbed two. Okay, sometimes I'll have two boxes. I try to put them as close as possible, but sometimes I get too close and I might do this. When I cut, it looks like it's cutting two and I have them separate, but in actuality, I'm cutting over one sticker. You saw how it went over, right? This little internal button there, it shows a circle on top of a square. Do you see it? If you turn that off, see what happens to that line? It disappears. Now this is one whole sticker. This shows me if two are on top of each other, or I can move one out of the way. Otherwise, it makes one sticker. So if I have a bunch of stickers, I have a little girl down here, but I accidentally put her too close. So now I have my box cutting into my little girl.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so this one's a good, so I always click inside, because if you don't click inside, it doesn't, yeah, it'll cut like zip, 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 and then I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3 stickers. Otherwise, if you do that, it's like welding it, I think it's called, and I have just that.
Do you design your own images or do you get them from
I always buy my images. I'm not that creative. I wish I was. I wish I was that creative, but I'm not. I actually buy them. There's a couple different places you can go to. You can go to Etsy. You can go to Creative Market. You can go to Shutterstock.com. Shutterstock to me is a little pricey. If you get their subscription, it becomes less expensive. Yeah. But most of these images, most of them come from, I guess, like Etsy. Etsy's a big one.
and they just give you permission to sell their
Some of them do. Some of them you actually have to buy a commercial license. Some of them are